All right, I think we are live. Hi. Let me just check. All right, we are good. Welcome in, everybody. It is not Sunday night, but it is time for GeoGuessr. It is super exciting. We have a special friend here with us today, who's okay. I don't miss this. I don't miss the climate. He just put his nose on my water. I don't. You gotta sniff everything. Ugh. Look at this puppy. Teddy, where do you think we are? Whoop. Okay. Anyway, welcome back in. We are at 217 countries deep. And where are you going? You went over there? You can go over there. Whoop. There we go. There we go. Look, he's still in the stream. He's just over there. This is feeling Faroes. This is very much feeling Faroe Islands. Oh, no. Didn't we do this last week? And then we turned a corner and it was Peru. There's going to be Spanish in a second. I remember this now. Let's see. We've got... Okay, come on. I want the truck. All right, we're giving up on the truck because I remember this now. I remember there being Spanish. What are you looking at? What are you doing? You want to come to GeoGuessr? Look, Teddy, look. It's a van. Who's in the van, Teddy? Where? He does not seem entertained. You went down? I can't quite tell what Teddy's up to. He's just doing things. Okay, you do want down. Here, come on. Hey, you gotta let me put you down if you want down. Genius dog. Absolute genius. Keep on rolling. We're gonna see some Spanish up here. Yes. Here we go. Ponton Cangaye? I don't know where that is. I don't know why I would even try to look on the map. Rory Shea saying now we just need Drew. We do need Drew. See, Drew was going to join, and then I texted him an hour ago, and he claimed that he's actually taking seriously this thing he said he wasn't going to take serious tonight. So, Drew next week, ideally. Then we've got, this is classic Peru. I remember seeing this in Peru. So that's a point in that direction for sure. And then, of course, we got the hat, the landscape. It's all feeling very Peruvian. I don't know the politician names, unfortunately. What do we got over here? I feel like Peru is safe here. Cangaye. I would assume southern Peru. It's going to be tiny, that's the thing. If I do find it, I'm not going to find it. There's no way. But, I mean, the problem is there is a possibility that this is Bolivia. So, I guess at that point, how do we 100% determine if this is Peru or Bolivia? W. Dig saying OMG Teddy is back. Teddy is back. He's completely disinterested. But he's over there. He's in the shot. We got him back. The king just going to town on his paws. So, actually, you know what? I'm going to ignore these plates. These are yellow plates. I'm ignoring them. They have no place in Peru. I would assume they're Colombian plates, but they're not. I think that's just, the San Francisco mine. I would assume that that's like an official plate, like a commercial or, construction plate, rather than just a casual, normal. I doubt it's a Colombian plate. W Dig saying this 200 plus streaking back in Florida is feeling like season 1 of the streams again. You're right. That's crazy. It doesn't feel that way for me because I've got a very, like, what's the word? Janky setup right now. This is like, I've just got things stacked. I bought a portable monitor so I can bring it with me when I go places, and it's cool. The image quality is amazing, but it's like on a box which is on 2 high school yearbooks, and then my keyboard is like up here so that the moron doesn't start pressing buttons, and then the laptop's on like a chunk of wood that was on my old bed frame and an Xbox 360 that probably doesn't work anymore. Christopher Like saying, Teddy, hello everyone, happy Monday. Happy Monday indeed, Christopher Like. Teddy, you gonna say hi back? He's so rude. Look at him. He's just indifferent. What's up? No, he's just chilling. What a rude little guy. SMH my head. Whoa. That's a word. No Polo Agro San Antonio. This has to be Peru. Nabu's hopping in saying hello. Hello, Nabu. Welcome in. Good to have you back. I forgot where to even look. I forgot where the camera was. Just the setup is so bamboozling. Christopher Like asking Ewan, what's a cow's favorite holiday? Happy Moo Year. I'm going with Happy Moo Year. I think that might be right. I think I've smashed that. W Dig saying I can see Peru here. I 100% see Peru here. What do people think? Do you want me to help you down? Or are you gonna run away again? Do you want? Let me help you get down. Ooh, there you go. Yep, Nabu's saying Peru beanie mural. I can see it as well. Yep. Christopher Like saying New Year's Day, the cows like to tell each other, Happy Moo Year. I got it. Big brain. I've never gotten one of those before. Whenever someone's like, any question like what's a cow's favorite holiday, I don't think I've ever gotten one of those right. I feel very smart. Do we want to send Peru? I feel like we're pretty, I'm fairly confident in it. The only other place it could be is Bolivia. Why is it not Bolivia, you may ask? I don't know. But I don't think it is. I've seen the beanie mural in Peru, and the 50 feet I went inside Bolivia, I didn't see it. So, ironclad evidence. Nabu's saying Peru Bollard as well, plus Gen 4, which Bolivia doesn't have. Fantastic. I love hearing that. Any objections? Freezite saying what's orange and sounds like a parrot. The four-legged guy who's walking around and who... What are you doing? You want out? Okay. The four-legged guy who sounds like a parrot wants out. So give me 1 second to let him out. Just jumping around. There you go. Alright. That was the return of Teddy. Woo! Woo! Return of Teddy. I can put... Oh, so you can do it. I can put the keyboard back on the desk because he won't step on it. Freeze him. Yeah. Teddy, exactly. The Dawn of Tampa Bay. Teddy is the Dawn of Tampa Bay. He doesn't know it. Teddy doesn't know what's happening at any given moment. He's dumb even for a dog. WD saying an orange parrot. Nabu's saying an orange arrot. Alright, let's send Peru. Love it. I was looking in kind of the right area. I was looking a bit more over here, but still, we got it. It's going over here. We got more Spanish. Oh, Freezite saying, okay, apparently that was not the answer. Freezite asking again, what's orange and sounds like a parrot? Colombian plates. I have no idea. I have no idea. What is orange and sounds like a parrot? Is that a cow? Nice. I was feeling Colombia here before we even saw the Colombian plates. Ooh, Ecuador colors maybe. Oh, haha, that's funny. A carrot. Like a big brain Freezite. That was good. Ooh, Nabu questioning Colombian cross. I assume that's this thing right here. WDig saying I'm down for Colombia. I like this. Desaguadero. There is a Desaguadero. I mean, like, right there. But that's not Colombia. Very, very noticeably not Colombia. Christopher likes saying building screams Colombia. I like that our Colombia expert is saying that this is Colombia. That's usually a green flag for me. Also, yeah, we got the right colors. How do we feel about this? Yeah. I feel like we're good. If we could see a couple more cars, that'd be awesome, but this feels right. Freezite saying, oh, I gotta sneeze. Do I have to sneeze? I feel like I have to sneeze. I'm gonna. Nabu's saying tiles are also Colombia. Am I gonna sneeze or not? Freezite saying, all right, guys, have a good one. I gotta go. Waiting on an Uber. Peace, y'all, and have a Merry Christmas. Have a Merry Christmas, Freezite. Safe Uber ride. All right, let's do Colombia. Nice. Easy. UK, Ireland, New Zealand. Ireland. Oh, wait. There was a web address at the front. I know trucks move, blah, 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 but Ireland is an island. That's an Irish web address, and we're on it's left-hand drive, and I guess let's actually just keep looking because that truck very well could have crossed the border into the United Kingdom. Where were those other cars? Yeah, exactly. Other people are having the same thought. Yeah, Northern Ireland. It was really funny. I met someone over the week, and they were like, at the end of the conversation, they were like, "Oh, real quick, where are you from? Like, Britain or Ireland? Because your British accent." And I was like, "What? My what accent?" It was really funny. I like the friend I was with. I looked at her afterward. I was like, oh wait, I forgot. I got lost in this story. Yes, this is Ireland. Okay. Amazing. Okay, I didn't realize end roads were exclusively Irish. And then yellow, black chevrons are only Ireland. UK has black, white. Okay, that's helpful. European plate, older car. This feels former Eastern Bloc. For real, WDig, not the accent accusation. It wasn't even the accusation. It was just a full-on, like, oh, your British accent. And I was like, what? You know when you have to just not visibly react to someone saying something incredibly stupid, and just like, it's like, no, I'm American. I was like, oh, okay. So bizarre. People are wild. Oh, it was crazy. Speaking of people are wild. You know when you're walking around and you're just like, is it your first day on Earth? There was my flight last night down to Tampa. There was a couple. They had an emotional support cat in like the carrier, right? And I guess as we were taxiing, the woman kept taking the cat, like unzipping it to calm the cat. And the flight attendants kept coming over and saying, like, the cat needs to stay in the thing. The cat needs to, you can't be opening it. The cat needs to stay in the thing. Stop sign. What are these signs over here gonna say? Oh no. Not the Balkans. No, we're all Balkans. Hey, well, is it a town here? It looks like. Yeah, I feel tired saying "aw kitty." W. Diggs saying people on planes literally don't know how to act. Yeah, it was so. They kept telling them like, cat needs to stay in the bag. Cat needs to stay in the bag. Martiansi, awesome. Okay, Christopher likes saying Slovenia. Nabu's saying Slovenia. What's saying Slovenia? Do you recognize the towns, or is this so clearly Slovenian? Because to me, this looks more Croatian. Oh, okay. Nabu's saying Austria, Slovenia, bollards, and yellow signs, so Slovenia. Yeah, that makes sense. And that's very clearly not German on the signs. So I'm happy with that. Everyone else, good. Iltired saying, sure, it's not Croatian. Sobota. W. Dig saying Nabu cracked the Croatia Slovenia code. We won. Okay, Nabu saying Croatia doesn't have these bollards. What was on this sign here? Prosen. Oh yeah, Christopher like as well. Everyone's just on it. All right. Love it. Okay, what do we got here? Is this... I have a thought. No, it's Russia. This is Russia. Yeah, exactly. Now he's saying, I'm 45 minutes away by train from Slovenia. This is 100% Russia. Now I'm confused. I didn't expect that. Pitbull Syndicate. So these are Russian plates. Like 100%. Sammy Marco saying, I'm back home and my dad is playing Journey music very loudly. Safe to say I'm back in the DC area. Welcome back to the DMV, Sammy Marco. Glad to hear you are home safely. Returned from semester 1. Oh yes, and Iltard saying happy belated birthday, Sammy Marco. Yes, happy belated birthday. Congratulations. You got a December birthday. One of the lucky few. Okay, here we go. Prigorodan. Yeah. That's... I don't know what that means. I'm so 100% on this being Russia. Why is it Russia? There's Russian plates. There's Cyrillic. It's Russia. Is that enough for me to send it? What do people think? Nabu saying, yeah, did the Slovenia field trip 4 months ago. Where did you go in Slovenia? And Christopher likes saying happy birthday, Sammy. Nabu's back in the Russia, guess. But, so basically, yeah, they kept taking the cat out. So we're getting near the runway. We're like getting right up to the queue, and then we like turn around. I'm like, oh, are we going to a different runway? We go all the way back you start seeing the gates come into view, and we realize, like, the couple I'm sitting with and I were talking. We realized we're back at the gate, and we're like, oh no, what's happening? And they came on the announcements. They're like, sorry everyone, we've got to remove a passenger, and they removed this couple from the plane for taking, and their daughter was all the way in the back. They had to call the daughter up. The daughter didn't say a word. She was just in shock at her parents. Basically the plane was an hour late because people couldn't just, like, it was so annoying. Okay. El Tired saying another few minutes. We're at 221. Fair enough. Okay, Nabu's saying Maribor just for coffee and food. Love that. It's those short road trips or train trips just for a quick bite to eat. Like, that's the best. Those are the best. Sammy Marco saying thanks for the birthday wishes. I feel so old now at 24. Yeah, it's after 21, it's just all downhill. It's like the last fun one. And if you don't drink, then the last fun one's probably at 18. Yeah. Il Tired saying, yeah, try 36. Sammy Marco asking, how'd y'all know it was my birthday? Il Tired probably saw it on Instagram, as did I. W. Dixon, yeah, no, that's insane. Il Tired saying, poor cat. Yeah, it was like poor cat, but at the same time, like they told him so many times. It was like basic instruction following. Does that say are you? I think that says are you right there. Yep, are you? We good with that, Russia? Nabu's saying had birthday 2 weeks ago, now 37. Talk about old. Yep. W. Dick saying so much Sagittarius energy in here. Okay, cool. Everyone's in agreement. Sammy Marco asking why'd they remove the parents. Like the cat in the carrier bag, they couldn't keep the cat out of in the carrier bag. We were like literally taxiing. We'd left the gate for like 10 minutes. It was wild. But yeah, that was the fun story. I don't remember why that came up a second ago, but that was something I thought of. Japan. This is Japanese cars. Sammy Marco saying cat on the plane. That's crazy. You can do that. You just have to keep them in their carrier. So yeah, Nabu saying low cam Japan. W Dig saying Japan here. I think we're all in agreement. There we go. Oh, okay, cool. That's French. This is Tunisia. Yep, Tunisia. This is 100% Tunisia. Does anyone object? Why is it Tunisia? You may ask. Arabic, French, not Senegal. Yep, Nabi saying definitely Tunisia. W Dig saying looks Tunisian. Yeah, it's funny with the ages. You get to the point, like, yes, black plates as well. Good catch. All right. Any objections? I remember getting to the point where it was like some sports team signed somebody and I was like, oh, sick. And I Googled him and I saw the age and I was like, oh man, he's pretty much near the end of his career. Like, you know, this isn't really anything massive for the next decade or anything. And then it hit me. I was like, wait, I'm that age. That was painful. And then I remembered the age I was yesterday. I was like on the subway. And I was like, how old am I? And I really thought about it. .ts as well. Let's run it. It's like, how old am I? And I was really thinking about it. I was like, am I 25 or am I 26? Have I really lost count? This is Denmark. This just looks like a Danish sign. Also the scenery. Also, this is Denmark. We don't need to move. Does anyone disagree? Why is it Denmark? This is Danish. It's that's the explanation, is that this is Danish. W Dig saying Denmark, yep. Nabu saying Denmark indeed. Click on Greenland because it's bigger. Nice, 225. You know what? I'm not going to say any words. Words are bad. Words are how we jinx things. That's Vietnamese. I don't know if you all could see it, but that is Vietnamese. Kat saying good evening, Ewan and all. Welcome in, Cats. Hope you're having a wonderful Monday. You did just miss Teddy. If you want to rewind, he was here, just hanging out on the bed. He was in my lap and then ran away and, did dog things. But this is 100% Vietnamese. Just for the sake of rolling around for another minute. Can't read that. I feel like we never get Vietnam. I feel like we've only gotten it once or twice. I think, yeah, that's Vietnamese up there. Sammy Marco asking, wait, are you in Tampa right now? I wasn't, wait, no, I am in Tampa. I don't know why I said past tense. Yes, I am in Tampa right now. The Big T, which no one has ever called it. But we good with Vietnam? Any objections? Nabu saying I had an elementary school friend who played football professionally and he retired 2 years ago and he's younger than me. Ooh. Yeah, that made you feel old. Yeah. Yeah, that's rough. That's when it gets to the point, like players that I remember when they played in college and people are like, oh yeah, they're going to retire after next season. It's like, ugh. It's like crazy old. But W Dig saying, yep, looks like Vietnam. Let's do it. Love it. Kat saying, I'm currently sick, so just trying to get tons of rest. Hope you feel better soon. It seems like everyone's getting sick right now. It's that time of the year. Colombian plates. Spanish. More Colombian plates. This is Colombia. Yep, exactly. Same Marco. College football players are younger than you. It's insane. Okay, yep. W Dig saying Calcutta is Colombia, near the Venezuela border. Awesome. Let's run it. Love it. Yeah, Nabu's saying French-style poles back in the Vietnam round. And our Colombia expert saying Colombia. Kaches Veni. Autochasti. Accumulatori. Zora. I don't think this is Russia. Yeah, there we go. European plates. Marquis, Modella. Professionals. Auto Center. I don't know this word, but it says professionals. AM hopping in to, as always, say Ewan, you sir, an American hero. Thank you, AM. Always appreciate it. Iltard saying Bulgaria or Serbia. Oh, you saw .bg? Where'd you see that? Okay. Yep, I see it. So here's the question. Do we want to take this as... everyone pointing it out makes me assume that you all want me to send it. Is that what we want to do? But Iltard saying it's a nice country. You should check it out with regard to Vietnam. 100%. Vietnam is like a top 5 on the bucket list. It's just, Yep, okay, W Dig saying send. I think I've mentioned... Oh. We were right by Romania. I think I've mentioned this before. Like, I had flights to Vietnam booked. Like, to the extent that I went to the airport and was like, hey, like, I booked this on a passport that needs a visa, but I have a passport that doesn't need a visa. What's the protocol here? And they were like, you're fine, just show up. I was like, okay, cool. Like, was fully going to Vietnam, had everything booked. And then I decided it was literally too nice and enjoyable of a trip that I didn't want to do it by myself. It was pretty funny. Okay, so we've got Arabic, English. It's a weird font, though. Very odd font. Oh, tired saying I did it solo. I know I could have done it solo, but I was like, this is just such a nice thing. Like, there are other places that I'd rather do solo first, and then I'll come back here. Like, I have to go back. Vietnam just looks amazing. I want more time there, and I want to go with people. Now we're saying car antenna or yellow plates. We've got white plates. Or red plates. They're red and white. Ooh, Jet Lag the Game is back doing hide and seek in the UK, Christopher Like is saying. I've seen them pop up on YouTube a couple times, and I never end up watching it. I need to actually do that. Okay, Nabusing looks more like the UAE than if there's no antenna. We'll wander around a bit, see what's up. Can we go this way? Yes, we can. All right. Let's keep moving. Let's remember those bins because these are fairly unique. Find like a decent road as well. There we go. Got a UAE flag. Any objections to that? I think we are pretty solid there. Okay, now we're saying Qatar's a visible car antenna and Oman has yellow plates. None of those are UAE, and the flag as well. Yeah. Oman also has a different bin. Big fans of the Omani bin meta on this channel. All right, let's run it. It was funny earlier today. I was trying to arrange something. Greek. More Greek. Hera mini market. That's in Arabic. That's weird. Yellow plates. What side of the road are people driving on? Right hand side, okay. Yeah, it says pita. Is it souvlaki? These, yeah, cat saying Greece then. Yeah, Euro. Okay, let's do Greece here. Anyone object? Yeah, Nabu's saying Gen 3, so Greece, not Cyprus as well. All right, let's do it. Nice. Crete. Yeah, Christopher likes saying Greece with the Euros. This says Vish. Fun fact. Vish. Electro. Vish Electro. Nice. All right, let's wander around here. What do we got? Automotive, Bosch Automotive. All right, so it's dual script. We've got European plates, which any dual script country will have. Now he's asking about the antenna. No antenna visible. Rednia. Why do I know Rednia? Nabu's saying Serbia for now. Okay. Let's keep looking. It's gonna say Scola. Yeah. Scola. I think in Serbia they usually write that in Cyrillic, but I mean in Latin, but I'm not Latin alphabet, but I'm not sure. Okay, Nabu's saying northern Serbia. It says school zone. Davidic saying feels Serbian. I don't think I ever thought I'd be at the point in life where I look at a Serbian sign, where I like look at that and I'm like, oh, that says school zone. How crazy. Yeah. Okay. We've got yeah, Nabu's saying Hungary flatness, but Cyrillic. Trying to see if there's anything on here that can give us an answer. I just zoomed past a lot of stuff. If I could recognize a word even, be helpful. Yeah, Nev is saying switching alphabets also fits. Pekara. Oh, look at the seal. Yeah, I don't know. I need something a little more concrete here. There we go. RS. This is Serbia. Any objections to that? Got some water. Oh. Yep, WDig saying .rs. Let's do it. Yep, Cat saying no objection. Love it. Okay. I have a couple thoughts going through my head. Is that an Italian plate there? No, it's not. Great. Is this Spain? We have European plates, kind of a Mediterranean vibe. We need a language. That's not what I expected. English is a jump scare. Anthony. House painting, buildings. Okay, here we go. Here's the Greek. Right? I can't tell. It's too hard to read. Oh, well, you could just look at the other signs, which are also in Greek. So Greece? Oh, right. Could be Cyprus. Yeah, they're driving on the wrong side of the road. It's Cyprus. That's crazy. This is our first Cyprus. Wait, that might be on the correct side. No, I can't tell. Let's find another car. Yep, steering wheel's on the wrong side. This is Cyprus. Wow. All right, any objections to Cyprus? Okay, Cat's saying Leptos isn't Cyprus, you think? Yeah, okay, WDig's saying way too much English for non-urban Greece. Fair enough. Way to go, team. Very good job. US or Canada, easy. North American plate. Do they have mailboxes? I'm not seeing mailboxes. Raspberry Ridge Road or Drive, Golden Meadow Drive. Cat saying I don't recall that much English when I was in Cyprus, though. I think we were very close to one of the UK parts. We were like right here. Yeah. Yep. Everyone's saying Ontario. Markham, Ontario. Shall we look for a kilometer sign real quick, or are we all... Is this literally like... This is Canada. This is the mailbox booth. This is the stuff of legend. Katz has told us of this. This is insane. Wow. This is like... I want to take a picture of it. That's crazy. Yep, Kat's saying that's our mailbox for sure. Canada Post, Canada mailboxes. I'd also have said Ontario because the front plate's in English. Yep. Tired saying outside of Toronto. Love it. Chile. Oh, I might have jumped the gun on that. I jumped the gun on that. This is Mexico. 100%. Yeah, it's literally Baja California. Yeah. Bilingual school of the Californias. Amazing. And I've definitely seen this specific plate before that we're seeing here. I've definitely seen that on the street around here. Yeah. Cat saying Mexico. W Dick saying that does seem way more efficient. Probably is, now that I think about it. Yeah. Like, now that you say that, definitely is more efficient. But, alright. Any objections to Mexico? We literally have an OXO right here. Yeah. Nabu saying Ensenada, maybe. I read about Ensenada on Reddit today. It was apparently really good food, and wine country nearby is pretty solid. But let's run it. Oh, Mexicali. Interesting. Did not expect that. All right. So sorry if the mouse is super loud. I brought my mouse from New York, but it's one of those Bluetooth mice where you plug the receiver into your computer. So I brought the mouse. Guess what I forgot? So it's getting a new mouse today. This will be my Florida mouse for the 3 times a year I come here. German, the double S letter. Nabu, you guys don't use that letter as much, do you, in Austria? Nabu saying Swiss low cam. European plates, though. Switzerland, we usually see a flag fairly quickly. And I usually see these in Germany and Austria, these signs specifically. Okay, Nabu's saying wait. Yeah, Christopher likes saying Germany or Switzerland. Okay, Nabu's saying Siegen is German, sorry. Okay. That is good to know. Do we want to go Germany then? It's ENC University, but I don't know what ENC would even stand for, so no idea what to make of that. Keep on going down the hill. Sick. Okay. Well, we have 2 people saying Germany now, and I don't want to navigate the tunnel, so awesome. Go team. Look at that. Fire emoji. Love it. Yay. This is Panama. Is there like just this is 100% Panama. I think have I been right here? This is far too familiar. Okay. Nabu saying Guatemala, not Panama. Sammy Marcus saying 235. Wow. That's crazy, right? Let's not have a generational fail today. Don't worry. We always do. Always have the generational fail. Oh, yep. Look at that. We got the mirrors. The Guatemala mirrors. Let's go back down here and actually look at things rather than just me having my flashback. Oh yeah, that's literally that lake. Right? Cats, you went here this year or last year, right? It was last year, right? Because I think I remember sitting here instead of in New York. But I could be wrong there. Let's look around. Nabu's saying Guatemala's Gen 3 and has bars. Panama's Gen 4 and has the white truck with the blur. Okay. Yes, cats. Lake Athlon. That's it. I couldn't remember the name. Come on. That's not too helpful. Christopher Like also saying Guatemala. We got 2 people saying Guatemala. How does everyone else feel? Are we good to send it? Yeah, it's a North American plate. It's going through the hills. It was Nabu saying Solola on the lake, 5Kable. What lake? Did you see a lake? Alright. We're gonna do it. Nice. Okay. This is something. Got some words. We got some more words. It's the fish market, probably on the sea. Cat saying, yep, okay, cool, yep, that is indeed Lake Athlon. Get this guy hanging about. What color are these plates we got? Ooh. That one's yellow. These ones are white and not as wide. Public toilet. Nab is saying Gen 3 must be UAE. Al Mansour poultry sale. Isn't Sheikh Al Mansour isn't that the prince? Or is that the he owns Manchester City, right? I feel like that's not why I should know. I feel like that's like, I feel like I've just said George Bush, the guy who does the paintings, right? Looking around a bit more, we got English and Arabic. Berlin Medical Center, clearly Germany. What else do we have going on here? Yeah, UAE flags right here. Any objections? UAE. Never saying Shasha or Fujara. You think? Okay. Ooh. What's this in here? So we got, looks like there's another bit inside. So that's Oman, and that's the UAE. But then this looks like it's back to the UAE. That's interesting. I'm going to investigate that. Let's investigate that. I've never noticed that. All right. Okay, yep. W Dig saying UAE inside Oman inside UAE. Wow. Nabu's saying, okay, it is a 3-tier enclave. Why? This is so small. That's wild. And then there's a bit of Oman, and then a bit of the, like, how has that happened? That's so weird. Yeah, Nabu's saying same as Oman on the tippy top of UAE. See, this makes some sense to me though. Right? This I can get. Looks like there's maybe 7 people here, but I kind of get it. All right, well that'll be some reading for later tonight. Oh, okay. Yes Theory did a video on that. Okay, well that's easier than reading. So I'll do that. Stop in 150 meters. White plates. Yep, this is almost certainly Ireland, because they are European white plates. Except they have, is it just me or do they have the blue on both ends? They do have the blue on both ends. No, and they're driving on the right hand side. Oh, stop signs are the same everywhere in Europe. I'm an idiot. Duh. This is France. Yeah, Nabu's saying France. Wow, that was a moment for me. That was not my brightest moment. Yep, and then these are French signs up here. Nope. Let's run it. Amazing. 238. Ooh. Right hand drive. This is Cambodia. Don't even need to move. Arigold, Singapore. Well, that's a red herring. Ignore that. Everything else though, this is like, it's right hand drive. Yeah, W Dig also saying France send. It's that, and like the plates, yeah. Yeah, now we're saying Cambodia indeed. Big brain. I don't know if anyone has been on the subreddit. It's r/guess the city. It's funny using GeoGuessr techniques that people in that subreddit maybe haven't like heard of, and then you're like, I have big brain. I know this because of XYZ. But anyone object to Cambodia? Oh, we got going on here. Yeah. Well, I mean, there's like 80 different flags up here. But let's run it. Amazing. Ooh, what we got going on here? Swedish. Valhofswagen. Ooh, I don't want to go that way. It seems like there's nothing that way. Let's go over here. Korsakta. Yep. Everyone's saying Sweden. Let's do it. Love it. Awesome. This is maybe Argentina. It could be. Let's keep going. It's a fun thing with Sweden, actually. Basically, earlier today, I'm trying to still figure out the logistics with my surgery. Am I going to Tampa the week after my surgery, which I don't think I physically can, apparently, and going to London the week before the surgery. So it's just like a nightmare, right? So I was doing all that. That's an Argentine plate, I think. Yes, it is. That is an Argentine plate. Oh, but fun fact, I won't actually miss the Sunday stream for London because I'll get back at like well before the stream starts. So yay! Because I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to cancel that or like move it because it's annoying. Not just for me, but for you all as well. So let's try to find another Argentine plate. But I was looking, and I thought I lucked out, and that there was a 3-day weekend after my surgery, because that's on a Friday. And I was like, cool, it's an extra recovery day. And then I checked, and I was like, ooh, Nabu's saying Argentina's the logical guess, but there's always Uruguay. Very good point. Oh, what's this plate? That's a Mercosur plate, so that very well could be Uruguay. We need another car. Yeah, okay, now Nabu's saying Gen 4, therefore Argentina. All right, let's find another car, and then we'll be good. And so I realized that MLK weekend, it's another Mercosur plate. All right, we keep going. So I realized the 3-day weekend is actually while I'm in London. And I was like, oh, how did I not notice that? I fly back on the Sunday. I could do an extra day, but I don't want to do it in London. So I was looking at if I could fly to Sweden for a day, for like literally a day. It's not like a fun trip to London. It's like a family thing. Gotta like there's like fun trips and there's like other trips. It's in the other category. Like no video will happen. But so I was like, oh, I could capitalize on this and go to Sweden for a day. That'd be cool. And then Iltard saying Eurostar to Paris, but I've been to Paris. I don't want to go to Paris. I want to go somewhere I haven't been. I want to go to the Vasa Museum in Sweden. I want to hang out on the water, have some food, go to the museum, just hang out. But American wouldn't let me change my flight, so womp womp. But that was a brief endeavor I went on today. Now we're saying Uruguay always has true. Uruguay always has that bit of cloudy coverage as a fake meta. I think we're safe with Argentina, but I just want to see one more play. We're at 240. I'd rather take the extra 5 minutes. Yeah. Oh yeah, Kat saying I flew to Dublin for a day from the UK. See, that could be a good one, but honestly, it's like it's too similar, and I know that that's a dangerous line to tread with calling those similar, but Dublin is like it's like there's no new experience to be had by going there, in my opinion. I would rather go somewhere new, and that doesn't speak my native language, natively at least. Scandinavia is pretty good at it, but I could visit IKEA in Sweden. That's a very good idea, Christopher. But yeah, very good point, Kat. It's got to be so cold in Stockholm in winter. I like the cold though. I walked out of the airport doors yesterday at nighttime. It's like 11 p.m. into the Uber pickup area, and I had a physical reaction to the Florida air again. I was like, ugh. It was so bad. Yeah, and then I was saying I flew from Vienna to Bulgaria this summer for 400 euros for 5 days, hotel included. That's so nice. Another Argentine plate. I'm convinced. Any objections? Man, Copenhagen to Tórshavn day trip. Where's Tórshavn? Iltard saying I tried doing that when I went to Stockholm but couldn't find my way with transportation. Darn. Yeah, WDig saying Vasa Museum, ABBA Museum are so close to each other. Honestly, I like ABBA. I really like ABBA, but not enough to go to the ABBA. Like, I don't know enough. I like the music. I'm like, yeah, I like the music, but I don't know enough else about them, unfortunately. Oh, capital of the Faroe Islands. That would be sick. That would be a really cool one. I knew that. Now that you say it, I know that, but that would be really cool. But also the other thought in my head was like, I'm in a lot of pain most days, so I shouldn't be wandering around Stockholm. I don't know how I wasn't in pain in Serbia. Like, I don't know what happened there. I was in pain in Argentina. I'm in pain right now. I've been in pain most of the day, and I haven't been walking. I've just been here. Part of my thinking with being in Florida for the next 2 weeks is hopefully it will hurt my ankle less because, oh, look at that. That's Thai or Cambodian, I think Cambodian. But I was like, Tampa's a city, we have to drive. I'll be walking less, therefore I will be in less pain. And I've been in more pain today. Because I guess I didn't factor into things that, like, I live in Manhattan, so when I need to walk around my apartment, it takes 2 seconds to get anywhere. Whereas in here, it's like, this is probably the double the size of the room in New York. Do you think? I would say that. So it's like my distances are just so much longer, just chilling in the house, that it's like, man, the ankle's still getting attacked. BW Dig saying the Balkan adrenaline. Literally. It's the lack of sleep. I mentioned this, right? In 63 hours, we got 6 hours of sleep. Flag, go back. Was it back here? Oh. Yeah, there's a Laotian flag. Is this Laos? It's almost never Laos, though. Like, is that Laotian? Oh, there's the Laotian flag on it. I'll go with that's Laotian. All right. We good with Laos? Cat saying Laos then. I think we're good. Yep. All right, let's do it. Oh! I know it's the capital and it's on the border, but it gets me every time. It's always like, you're so close to Thailand. Oh, yay. Let's go. Please just be a recognizable. Of course, it's not a recognizable plate. That's going to be in Spanish. Yep. Rio, Colorado. Is this Mexico? Where's the sun? Yeah, sun's to the south. I think this is just Mexico. Come on. The size of the plates would make sense. Yep, there's front plates. This has got to be Mexico. Yeah, Cat saying Rio, Colorado is in Mexico, right? Yeah. There is one. I don't know if there are others, but the sun is to the south. This is going to have the Mexico. Oh, no. Okay. Rancho La Loma. Let's check out this sign. Pescados, so there's a sea nearby. Pescado is fish. Okay, it's also in Chile and Peru. That's very helpful, Christopher. Like, the thing is, these aren't Chilean or Peruvian plates. This does say Chile, but I don't. They're not Chilean plates. If this were Chile, the sun would be in the north, and it's very. I guess you could make that case. So this definitely references the country of. I think it's a food, and it definitely references the country of Chile because this looks like it's in Quechua. Quechua? I don't know how to pronounce it. The Incan language. So this definitely relates to the country of Chile, which is big on its seafood. Now we're saying Chile just means Chile. Are you sure in that context? Cat saying right, it might mean Chile. Because for me, it's just because the word under it was Incan. I'm just, Jalisco. This is Mexico. Or Jalisco. I get confused. Too much base level language knowledge is bouncing around in my brain. Because in my head, I'm like, in Balkan languages, the J makes a Y. But in the actual, language I would consider my second language if I had to consider, that's giving me too much credit on my Spanish ability. But if I were to have, the language I know best other than English. Boom. No, totally agree with that now, but it's not Chilean landscape. Ill Tired asking, how's your French, Ewan? Bad. It's annoying. I'm reading War and Peace right now, so there's a book over there on the dresser that's War and Peace, and they keep talking in French, and I can understand a little bit of it. It makes enough sense that I'm not having to translate it, but it's still annoying. And I did say the other week I was going to put the video of me talking to the guy in Senegal in the Discord, and I tried, but it was 30 seconds long, and it's a 10-second max, so rip. Nabu's saying Switzerland low cam, the plates track with that, yeah. Yeah, I mean, everything kind of makes sense there. We see some German. Oh, or some French, of course. Yeah, French with those plates. This is 100% Switzerland. Anyone object? Ooh, Cat's finally finished French. French Duolingo. Love that. Yeah, W. Dig saying, yeah, Switzerland. All right, let's do it. Love it. Can get this without moving. Oh, is this Japan? Do people think this is Japan? I think this is Japan. Left-hand drive. The cars. I'm calling it there. Let me look around. Japanese. Boom. Yep. W. Dig saying Singapore or Aussie vibes. I totally see what you were thinking of there. Totally see it. Yeah, W. Dig saying never mind. Yeah, Nabu saying no move, no band, no zoom. It's Tokyo for me. Christopher likes saying Japan or Singapore. Cat saying Japan. All right. Japan. Nice. Ireland would make the most sense here. We got, I think, the wheels on the wrong side, yellow plate. It's coastal Ireland. Yeah. How do we... Oh, and I know last week, actually, you know, I'll wait until we're next having trouble. Okay, cool. Slow is on the wrong side. This is Ireland. Anyone object? Yeah, like, let's look at that sign. 100%. Going once. Going to, yeah, exactly. Nabu, very Irish architecture. All right, let's do Ireland. Amazing. All right, well, being a less obvious round, now I'll talk. Now we're saying plus yellow diamond signs. I didn't know that was an Irish thing. But I know last week, I think we talked about the 12-hour stream. And I tried to set a date, and then people were like, maybe not that date. And I was like, fair enough. We'll put it up to democracy. But now the more I'm finding out about my surgery recovery, I don't know when it will be, okay for me to sit at a desk for 12 hours. So I think it's just something we have to put a pin in for now, until I have a better idea of, the recovery timeline. So probably gonna have to be, a late February thing, once I'm, not completely out of action. Christopher likes saying, FYI, I'm co-starting a digital magazine for Florida high school football. We'll do 3 magazines per year. First will be in February. Magazine's called Touchdown Magazine. That's awesome. Do you have a website? Is there a way for people to sign up? Subscribe. That's the word. Subscribe. W. Dig saying you and Winter Olympics stream. I keep forgetting about the Winter Olympics. I'm going to avoid asking you all when it is again. Yeah, Cat saying late Feb will be awesome. I'm traveling the first half of February. Okay, cool. It gives me more time to create some of the sprinkled in content for it too. Or I guess it doesn't, because I'm going to be bedridden. Oof. January's gonna suck. Sammy Marco asking, have you gotten surgery for your foot yet? Nope, not yet. It's coming up 1 month tomorrow. Only one more month of pain. Cat saying I'm watching W-Dig. I'm watching 2 Winter Olympic events in Milan. W-Dig asking which ones: snowboard cross and speed skating. What's snowboard cross? Thrilling, fast-paced winter sport where multiple snowboarders race out. This sounds sick. This sounds awesome. That is going to be such a cool event. Oh, man. You're going to have a great time. That's just going to be great. Oh, Croatian flag. Nabu's saying Croatia because of one of the unfurbished buildings. You in Croatia? Yeah, W-Dig saying those are always super cool to watch on TV. Well, I guess I'll have something to do in recovery. I know I asked you guys this, but I want to ask you guys this again. I already forgot. Perfect timing. So it ends Sunday, February 22nd. So I want to say like a tentative, Sunday, March 1st? Is that math right? How do I make a calendar work? March 1st is on the calendar. I feel like a tentative March 1st is a good date. But subject to change. I should be clear to sit at a desk for an extended amount of time by then. Yo, Sammy Marco going to the big city this weekend. I remember you mentioning that, but I didn't know you were going to Montreal in mid-January. What are you up to in Montreal? How much time do you have in Montreal? Oh, okay. Nabu's saying northern region. Christopher Lex saying there may not be a subscription required depending on advertising. First Mag is estimated 300 plus pages. Jeez. With flag football previews, the bulk of the design is my design. Are you a secret graphic design enthusiast, Christopher Like? Daniel Ace 44 saying you and I love you. Love you too, Daniel Ace. Yeah, Nabu's saying Italy. This is Italian. We're good. Boom. Christopher Lex saying yes. Yes, being a secret graphic design enthusiast. I love that for you. All right. Italy. I like it as I clicked it. Like I heard the click and went, wait, what about San Marino? But we're good. W-Dig saying, yeah, yes, Sammy, you're coming post-Christmas. Montreal is the 8th through the 13th, staying with a friend in both trips. It's awesome. New York City, 26, 28. So you're celebrating your birthday, right? It's like a 1 month of birthday trips. Oh, no. Oh, no. Ooh, Iltire giving you a great suggestion. Make sure you get some poutine in Montreal. Is this... That's not Romanian, is it? A couple things are a little too similar to Romance languages. I think that says .ro down there. Cat's asking Hungarian. I don't think so. That is Hungarian? 2 people saying Hungarian. I am bamboozled. Okay, W-Dig saying maybe the Hungarian part of Romania. Nabu's saying it's Romania. Okay, so we're split. Let's figure this out. Yeah, Kat's saying, oh yeah, there is a Hungarian part of Romania. Yeah, Treaty of Trianon. Oh, right, I forgot Sammy Marco's got some Dietary restrictions. Bro can't have poutine. Oh, this is some coverage. What are these signs gonna say here? Hagarita. I was hoping there'd be like a town sign. Yeah, now we're saying never that hilly in Hungary. Very good point, Cats. There's probably non-dairy poutine. Let's find out. Non-dairy poutine. Yeah, plant-based alternatives. Yeah, vegan poutine. Oh, yeah, vegan poutine. That would be vegan poutine, Montreal. There you go. Vegan poutine. Gotcha. And this is a really good area. This is a really cool area. So there you go, Sam and Marco. Maybe you can have some poutine. So there, maybe you can have some poutine. Oh, Christopher Like. I really like that. You picked the magazine name Touchdown references not only the football, but the space program. I love that. That's a little... I always forget that was us. See, gotta love that. Florida went to space first. Let that sit. Let that sit there. For those of you who dog on us and who think that you're better than us, we went to space first. New Jersey hasn't been to space. Remember that. Yeah, now we're saying Romanian bollards. Eltard saying, well, no, the Germans did with the V2, then the Soviets. I went to the moon first. Florida went to the moon first. My bad. W. Dig asking what's with all the New Jersey shade. You know what's with the New Jersey shade. Oh, Cat asking, can we go back to the town sign? Yes, I was busy inciting fights. That is Romanian. What is this? What is happening here? I think this second bit, I think that's Hungarian, and then this is Romanian. Yeah, W. Dig saying Hungarian on the bottom. This is interesting. Okay. Yep, Nabu's saying Romanian first, Hungarian second. Cat's agreeing. Yep. Romanian, Hungarian. Christopher Like saying, okay, I'm confused with the languages. Cat saying this is Romania then. So this is formerly Hungary in Romania. W. Dig saying love being in 2025. Okay, La Banquise is the most popular poutine place there. I didn't know that. Neil Tired asking Sammy, or saying, yeah, you could do a video about the new line that opened in Montreal, crosses the river and goes south into the suburbs. I thought several of them did that. Also, we good with Romania, or do people want to... I'll start a poll, just to make sure everyone's on the same page, because we feel a little... Romania, question mark. Exactly, it did used to... Well, no, Romania was separate. Well, I mean, the borders... The borders were weird. Because I remember in Montreal... Transit. Oh, that one that goes south and into the suburbs. Where did I think I took this one back from... No, that wouldn't make sense. No, but that's what I did. Yeah, because I think Ubering back from Saint Jean, I Ubered back to this train station and then took the train in from there, and it was a ton of fun. All right, so that aside, Romania, we're at 100%. So end poll. Let's do it. Nice. Oh, Can't say I expected that. Yeah, Sammy Marco saying I'm allergic to dairy, eggs, soy, wheat, nuts, sesame. Problem is a lot of vegan stuff has soy. Gotcha. Maybe you could find something. Doesn't hurt to try. But Sammy Marco also saying, yeah, the REM goes south, and a few months ago the REM got extended north to Dumontag. Dumontag? I'm not gonna try to speak French. It's just a complete disregard for the Latin alphabet, and that's why I don't like it. I've said that 1,000 times. Okay, Cats is saying the Hungarian part of Romania is in the middle of Romania. I didn't know that. I thought that would be like European language map. That might have been a mistake. I don't think this is going to give me anything helpful. Oh, yeah, nope, that's exactly what I was looking for. I can't say I expected that. Oh, look at all the Turkish parts in Bulgaria. Makes sense. Yep, Sammy Marco's saying it as well. I just assumed it was along the border. That's interesting. What else is going on here? Ukrainian mixed with Belarusian. Belarusian notably is kind of the same as Russian. Couple languages out here. German, love that. Yeah, Ukrainian. I love how just everything's all over the place once you get into Russia. Dutch, Luxembourgish. It's very interesting. Very, very interesting. Alright. Anyway. Let's keep going. What town are we going to come upon? This feels kind of Polish. Or Hungarian or Estonian. What? No way that was Greek. That's Greek. This is Greece? This is northern Greece. Yeah, Cat saying Greek question mark. Yeah, or Nabu's saying or Greek. I didn't expect that. That's definitely something. Huh. Do we want to do Greece? Seems to make sense. Yeah. Cat saying check if it's Cyprus too. Well, we can just check the cars. I'm actually kind of confused as to where we are, so let's just go back. Okay, that's that way. That seems pretty empty. Let's go back. Yeah, Nabu's saying northeast, I'd say. Old Tired saying, I know we saw one sign, but it doesn't seem right to me. It's valid. Yeah, El Tired saying, can we keep looking? It's almost our danger time. Very fair. Nabu's saying Gen 2 and 3, so not Cyprus. Drew saying Cyprus 2. I didn't know they made a sequel. I don't get it. Well, I mean, I get the... Did we say Cyprus 2? This also could be Southern North Macedonia, which is an annoying, like, Southern North Macedonia. But it could be. Does no one here have a car that we can... Nope. We're through the town. Oh, I did say it? Okay. All right, well, let's go this way now. So a problem has arisen with the janky setup in that I have a Mac Macs have very limited ports. And I have that port extender, but guess what I forgot to bring? The port extender. The thing that comes out and it's got multiple ports on it. So of the 2 USB-C ports, one of them is running the cable to my other screen. The other one is the receiver for the mouse. So I can't charge the computer while this is going on. So I charged it beforehand, but I just got the notification that I'm at 10% battery. So when that does go down, I'm gonna have to decide no more mouse or no more second monitor. I think it's gonna have to be no mouse. Let's look at the cars. Nab was saying no North Macedonia because OG Gen 2, only Greece is possible. Yep, the steering wheel's on the correct side in that car. Also, we haven't seen Srelak. Unless, no, there's a bunch of random stuff on that thing. I think we go Greece. Yeah, Sammy Marco saying Mac trackpads are pretty good. Yes, but then I'd have to like one arm over here and like that's just gonna hurt my shoulder. Ooh, yeah, that's pretty awful. I'll do it left hand. And it's not as much of a, my arm's already over there. Yeah, this has gotta be Greece. Let's do it. Nice. Nabu saying Greek is Greek, not Cyrillic. I don't know what I said. If I like mix something up, but yes. Whatever I said to imply otherwise was misspeaking. What do we have going on here? What's our battery at as well? 8%. No, I don't want to use the trackpad. What's this sign over here say? Parkering, Flatijorg, Kierkegaard. Yeah, Nabu saying no move, no pen, no zoom is Denmark for you. I would agree this is Denmark. I don't need to look at those. What is it? No. Not the end of the coverage. Okay, we'll go back to the start. Go back to the start. There we go. Yeah, Kat's saying Denmark for me too. Nabu's saying Danish bollards as well. A very good point, Iltire. Just don't use the space bar if you take the mouse out. I feel like it might be better to just keep the mouse and move the screen over here. It will take me a second to arrange things, and then it's gonna mess it up. But I think that's what I do. It might be weird because I'm just gonna be like staring at you all, but I think that's significantly less annoying than using the trackpad, now that I think about it. Oh yeah, fetch. I say they fetching. Alright. Denmark. We good with that? Yep, Nabu's agreeing. What are we at? Battery wise. Let's just make the switch now. Alright. This might do something weird. This might make things freak out for a quick second. There's the freak out. You probably can't see it. Okay, let's check the stream software. Yep, okay. That's massive. Let's fix that. Look at this. You get to watch this in real time. That looks about right. Oh, but now you get the whole, okay, well, we don't want it like that. Now it's, I'm gonna do that. Isn't this so entertaining for you all? I'm sure this is just, like, brilliant. Yeah, Sammy Marco saying OBS moment. I think I need to make my internet browser smaller. I need to make you all a little smaller. There we go. El Tired saying 3 dots full screen. What do you mean? Too many tabs. What's happening? Okay, that to go away. This here, and then I cannot operate with one screen. This is this is horrible. Is this super zoomed in? Is that what's happening right now? Actual size, zoom out. This is horrible. Maybe let's refresh the page. See if it comes back like normal size. I think that looks better. Okay, so we're gonna move that up here. Look at this, behind the scenes of the stream. How far can I get this over there? Okay. And then we'll do this. Boom. It's like up. And then there we go. There's a small little bit of white at the top, so let's redo that. And oh no, wait, I did the opposite of what I should do to troubleshoot that. Let's do that and move that, and then boom, we're back. Welcome back. Nabu's saying I need to make you all smaller. Thanks. All right, we're good. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Sorry, that was actually even more complicated than I expected. All right, so we go with Denmark here. Any objections? I think we're good. We got some yellow plates here, but I don't think that's... Yeah, there we go. Didn't think that was important. Ooh, check out that mountain. What we got going on here? It's a very interesting spot. This feels like Italy, maybe? Oh, this is weird for my body. I'm like in one direction and kind of in another. Steering wheel's on the correct side, which it was always going to be. Ooh, I didn't expect that. Christopher likes saying I tested out OBS a few days ago, just got a Stream Deck too. What's a Stream Deck? I do think it's funny that I stream and don't know what that is. Like as a streamer to say, what's a Stream Deck? This could be Chile. Is this ever? No, sun's mostly to the, sun's kind of to the east. Oh, okay, shortcut buttons. Gotcha. What is happening? Why is it Greek? Why is this in Greek? Yeah, Nabu saying Italy maybe with mountains north. Sammy Marco asks, you don't know what a Stream Deck is? Nope. Christopher likes saying you should check it out. What's the perks of the shortcuts? Because I don't really need any shortcuts. This is a very low level production. It's like I just get it set up in my normal way and then I press start and then I press stop when I'm done. So I don't need like a lot of things, you know? Alright. Awesome. Nabo asking, looking at Olympus or what? No, it looks like we're looking at Dirfy. Well, that's cool. Okay, Elgato's Stream Desk is the best. Uh-oh. Is this Lesotho? Maybe not actually. But I'm a little confused here. No, it is. Okay, well, yeah. Lets you do transitions and change inputs with just buttons. Good for more official setups. That's okay. Yeah, I can see the value. I think with what I want to do with the next 12-hour stream, that'll come in handy. But for the weekly Sunday use, there's no real need because it's, you know, it's, as I said, it's press start, press stop, and GeoGuessr. Gotcha, all tired. Yeah, I've won too, Christopher, but never used it as much, and never used as much as I thought, so it collects dust. You stream ill tired? Glancing around. Alright, this will be helpful. Sammy Marco asking, why'd you do this today instead of yesterday? I was on a plane. And as much as I try to avoid being on a plane when we do this, when it's a $200 difference, I don't really have much of a choice. Oh, okay. So multiple people saw South Africa national roads. Where are we seeing that? Ooh, okay, interesting. Christopher likes saying you can use hot buttons to launch programs, browser links, Photoshop commands, OBS commands. That's cool. Okay, I see it now. SA, National Roads Agency. Okay. South Africa National Rail. Yeah, okay, this is most likely South Africa. Any objections to South Africa? Do we feel like that's it? Gotcha, all tired. Yep. Used it for more work shortcuts and Zoom calls. I get you. See, here's a line that I'm concerned about crossing is like in college. I did college with one screen. It's just like my computer, my laptop. It sat in front of me. It's not elevated. Like, did it with my laptop. Senior year, I got a keyboard like this and a mouse because my friends liked to play games and it was COVID. So I was like, yeah, let's game. And so I needed like a bit more advanced of a setup. And then it's just slowly gotten to the point where now, not here right now because of obvious reasons, but in New York, I have like a triple monitor setup. I've got with like, there's a desk fan connected. I've got the microphone. I've got the the keyboard, the mouse pad, like the webcam. There's like two webcams. Really, it's like ridiculous setup, and I can't live without it. I literally bought now that it's not connected to anything. I literally bought this so that because I am incapable of just using one monitor now. And it's just like, I feel like if I got the Stream Deck, I would get too used to that, and then I would just further become incapable of using a low-tech setup. Yeah, exactly. Sammy Marco saying I don't like single monitor setups. So tired saying I can't live without two screens now. Exactly. It's too like laptop's too small. It's like I hate editing when I'm traveling because it's like so tiny. But I used to do it. I used to edit my videos on my computer in like airports, and now it's like how did I ever do that? Are we good with South Africa though? No objections. I want to do a poll because I think I'm skeptical. South Africa, ? Start poll. Yeah, Sammy Marco's saying I'm on one screen right now, but it's a big desktop. That's fair. Yeah, that's valid. I thought about getting an ultra wide at one point, but they're so expensive. Because Max, you need like a separate. I don't even know how I did this. This was like a week of like really janky computer engineering. At least to me, there's, you know, some of you it may come a lot easier, but like figuring out how to get my Mac onto, because Macs don't project onto 2 monitors. You can only, or 3 monitors. It maxed out at 2, so I had to do this whole separate thing to do 3. Okay, we're at a 100% yes for South Africa, so let's do it. Nice. Yep, exactly. Christopher, like, once you go 2 screens, you can't go back. It's too different. Eltard saying we can always keep looking another few minutes if there's worries. Whoops. I'm used to turning when I like want to look at the camera, so I like had to fight back the urge of looking at like nothing, like the wall, and doing that. Nabu saying Brazil. I totally see it, but what are you thinking? Why is it Brazil? I wonder if I have enough battery to switch back to the monitor. I don't know. I don't want to spend 3 minutes rearranging everything again. That's pointless. I'm excited to get Drew in here next week, though, hopefully. Provided he's not too busy. He's a busy man. He's an important man. Okay, the red hue. Interesting. I'm pretty sure that's Portuguese. It would be vende in Spanish. And then this here. Yep, that's Portuguese. Anyone object to Brazil? I was looking at a collection of Metro cards that I have here in Florida, and I was just going through them today. I was like, that's that place, that's that place, that's that place. And there was one that didn't have the place labeled on it, so I was trying to read it, and I was like, is this Italian? And then I get to the end of it, and it was like, Metro of Barcelona, and I was like, Catalonian, or Catalan. Just nightmare. Such a, the language was created to throw me off. That's the entire purpose behind that language, was to throw me off. Photocopy. Alright, so Malaysia or Indonesia. Contact person that's English. Yeah, Sammy Marco saying Catalan as if Spanish and Italian had a baby. Yep, and it's annoying. Alright, let's actually go this way. Feeling better vibes in this direction. Alamat. Samsat. Yeah, Nabu saying Malaysia at first. Oh. Ampana. I don't know where that is. Jalan Sultan. I made a mental note during the week to learn some of the islands in Southeast Asia to make this a little easier. But I have yet to do that. Cat saying Sulawesi, Indonesia. So I was about to then say, Cats always seems to get them. And there we go. It said there, so Sulawesi. Yep, there it is. Shout out Cats. Boom. Yeah, so I was watching a video on Dutch colonization. They're mostly the Dutch East Indies Company. And yeah, I was like, I should learn these islands. And then it randomly came up a few hours later talking to my friend with a Dutch parent. Like the Dutch East India Company came up in conversation, and I was like, wow, this is the second time I've thought of the Dutch East India Company this year, and it's happened to be a few hours after the first and completely unrelated. Trying to think. Obviously Asia, but where? Wow, the sound of this mouse is getting annoying. Oh, South Asia, okay. It's either South India or... I don't think this is Tamil. It could be, but I don't think it is. Nab is saying Sri Lanka. I love how every time I say I don't think this is Tamil, it is. Yeah, Christopher likes saying Sri Lanka as well. Oh, Australia. Got it. What a good joke. Okay, we'll keep going. Ooh, no, I don't want to go this way. What's this guy running for? Can't tell. That's the Sri Lankan flag. It's Korea and Sri Lanka. I doubt this is in India and they've got like Korea Sri Lankan flags. So I keep moving my head to go over there to talk to you all. I feel like this is Sri Lanka. Oh, Kat's making a good point. Korea then. You're right. Which one? It's always south. I think just simply out of probability. It's got to be the north at least once. So let's do that. I'll go with Sri Lanka. Why is my nose always so itchy? It's never itchy other than this. All right. Let's do it. Nice. 256. Where are we now? This is hard to see. It's so small. This could be a lot of places. Like so many places are bouncing around in my mind right now. Oh, cool. This is the Philippines. It's really just that easy sometimes. Yep, Philippine pesos. Sherwin's Mini Grocery, Bohol. Yep, Cat saying Philippines. Love it. 257. Where are we now? Brazil? Maybe Brazil. We're stuck. Can you hear me clicking to try to... I did it again. Hear me clicking to try to escape this? Return to start. Alright, well, let's not go that way this time. Let's go back up. Just keep moving. I don't know. I could say something and then I'll just sound like an idiot in 30 seconds when we find something that completely removes wherever I said from consideration. These are banana trees, I think. We gotta get to these houses. I wonder what alphabet whatever we see is gonna be in. English language? What? Okay, from the name of the university and the guy's name, this is the Philippines. Yeah, Cat saying Philippines, Laguna. It's University of Perpetual Health System, Laguna, Isabela campus. It's the most my biggest influences were the Americans and the Spanish. Like, yep, Sammy Marcos saying it, Nabi saying Philippines. Yeah. Alright. Feeling New Zealand. Yep, exactly, cats. It's whoop. There goes the monitor. Yep, saying my name is English, but my last name is Spanish. Exactly. It's so iconically Filipino. It's like I was having so much fun in the Philippines, just simply from like a linguistic standpoint, and like, as I'm sure we're all people who are interested in like culture, language, how certain things evolved and came to be. Like, it was just such a fun experience, and like, oh, that's this, that's that, and then like, oh, I can draw the connection to this, and blah blah blah. Nabu's saying Iceland. Yeah, we've got the Thor right here. Yep, Cat's agreeing. W Dig agreeing. All right, everyone's in agreement. Hold on, I want to see what jersey that kid was wearing. Yep, Nabu's saying no EU plates, Thorn letter. What jersey you got on, bro? I can't tell. All right, Iceland. Nice. 259. This is Jordan or Tunisia, but I think that's the Tunisian follow truck. So let's look for French. Nope, this is Jordan. These taxis are Jordanian. 100% this is Jordan. Jordanian flag. Any objections? I got that crazy memory. Alright. Yeah, Nabu saying Oman. Yep. Nobody's objecting, so let's roll with it. Okay. Ooh. This is Nigeria. Nigeria follow car. Right-hand drive. Can we just do Nigeria? Do I need to like look for anything else? Because I feel like we're good here. Oh, look at that. Sammy Marco saying a new commuter rail station in Montreal is opening when you're there. Love that. That'll be exciting. Nabu's saying Nigeria. Cat saying no YOLO, please. It's not a YOLO. This is an informed decision. We have a mosque. We have a follow car. We have right-hand drive in what's clearly Africa, which leaves just like of places that have coverage. Ghana, Senegal, and Nigeria. I'm assuming that N is the Nigerian currency, which I don't actually know. Exactly, Sammy Marco. Could be Abuja. Christopher likes saying green and white paint. There we go. Cat saying, okay, Nigeria then. Let's run it. Love it. It is, in fact, Abuja. Way to go, Sammy Marco. This is confusing. I don't know what to make of this. There are a lot of things happening in my head right now. Oh, let's read that sign. Would love the information. Amazing! It's in Japanese. It's probably Japan then. I did it again. I looked off to the side. Yeah, Cat saying Japan, W Dick saying Japan. I feel like if it's in Japanese, it's kind of like nowhere else is really speaking that. Amazing. Ooh, interesting. Is that a Nigeria follow? No, it's not. This is India. All right, let's go. Take a glance at the world. Tired saying wait. Are you saying wait to the Japan one? Or to India? Because I'm not just picking India just yet. Tired saying thoughts maybe Nepal. Yeah, I'm trust me, we're gonna wander around. We're not just gonna say like Aha. Too many places this could be. Yeah, horrid coverage reminded you of last week. Yeah, that was a crazy round. Don't worry, no YOLOs. I know it's the dangerous time. And we've got a very high streak, so relax city. I'm gonna go with the fact that this says India, that we should be good. Yeah, Nabu's saying not Nepal because of the camera. You know what's awesome? Is yawning. And like, I have to go run an errand after this. And yes, okay, people are agreeing with India. I have to go run an errand after this, and an errand that I could complete in several minutes in New York is gonna take me like 20. It's like 10, 11 minutes to get there from here. Ish. Yeah, it sounds right. 10, 11, maybe I would go 12 or 13. 12, 13 minutes. I'm trying to think. 11 or 12. Ooh, Nabu's catching the rifts. I didn't even notice the rifts. Are there any rifts? I don't see them. That's like there, and then I get it, and I come back. And it's like, wow. The convenience of living in the city. And now being in the burbs. I don't see the rifts, honestly. There's like maybe that, but I'm not totally sold. We've got the rings here. Oh, thanks for that, Sammy Marco. I'm never going to be able to unhear that. Sammy Marco saying every time you say Naboo, I think of the Star Wars planet. Thank you. Naboo's saying no rifts, but Northern Hemisphere. Yeah, sun to the southeast. That tracks. Naboo. Naboo's saying Naboo. Naboo. Naboo saying Naboo. It's pronounced slightly different. That's too funny. I did not put that together. What's that? That's helpful. Oh, cool. Yay. Dragoshevo Cielo. That means nothing to me. I don't know if that means anything to anyone else. W Dig asking, is that a lake? Don't know. Genuinely do not know. But we found Cyrillic. I feel like this is Bulgaria. Now we think it could still be Montenegro. They have non-rift areas. I hope we find something. This can be 60 seconds of pointless clicking right here. Yeah, Kat's saying we can leave this one for next week. The problem is it's going to start us back at the start when we open it up next week. So I'm trying to like speed through and make some progress to find something real quick. Because if we, I know leave for next week. I'm not saying like make a decision, but I want to find something. See, look at this. Look at this. Maybe that says Dobro. I can hardly tell what that says. Isn't that the Serbian symbol? Oh, Dobrodošli. Welcome. Thank you, WDig. That is helpful. That's the Serbian sign, though, isn't it? Like the Serbian coat of arms? I keep thinking to move over to, like, talk to you guys. That is exactly what I was looking for. Something massive like that. So with that, yep, WDX saying, yep, that's the Serbian one. With that bombshell of a clue, we will wrap up for the week. Next week, we will likely have a special guest returning to the stream. In the meantime, everyone have a... Ooh, Nabu is asking, do we have a car antenna? No, we do not. In the meantime, have a happy holidays, whatever you celebrate, and have a wonderful week. And I can't do this easily because of the setup, so I'm going to... Okay, now I'll say goodbye. Goodbye, everyone. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you back here next Sunday at